Hello, and welcome back to Stay-at-Home Dad Game Reviews. And have you ever had that weird feeling when you go somewhere that, for some reason, you just don't quite belong there? I mean, yeah, it's a pretty fun game, but the controls, they're okay, and the slowdown when anything shows up is ridiculous, and the fact that there's no music's like, why?
Yeah, but, why are you in my bathroom, dude?
Okay, yeah, I'll leave. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's fine.
Get out!
You don't want to talk about it right now?
No!
But, later, though.
I'm taking a
I mean, right now.
Fine, later.
Well, that is the exact feeling that the Atari Jaguar console gives off whenever you put it, with the rest of your gaming stuff. It's just kind of freaking weird. To start off with, the shape of this thing is freaking weird, right? I mean, there's too many shapes in there. There's a circle, like a horseshoe, all sorts of stuff. And the lack of a dust cover? I mean, those come in handy, a lot, to protect your system itself from dust. Because if you don't know, dust can really mess up a lot of your electronics. And I can even see the board in there. That's just a weird thing to have happen. And that's not even where the weirdness stops. Look at the game cartridge. There's a handle on it. What in the world do you need a handle on your game cartridge for? You're just going to be carrying this thing around, walking down the street and be like, oh, hi, just carrying my game. No, because it's weird as hell. And there's not even anything in there. It's just hollow plastic. And lastly, look at this freaking controller. I understand the top part, but then your eyes wander down. Down where they shouldn't be going. Yeah, you heard me right. This is the one controller on the planet with a crotch on it. And if it catches you staring at it for too long, nothing happens. I mean, it's a controller, but you still feel kind of weird and gross on the inside. And what the hell is this? Why do we need an entire number pad on here? This isn't a damn phone. It's not a calculator. Who made it like this? Or were we just all conditioned to think this way about it? I mean, is the Atari Jaguar really that bad of a console? Or was it just the middle child that kind of got left out and didn't receive enough love? And slowly became a freaking axe murderer? I don't know. That's why I'm going to try it out and tell you what I think about it. Hey! Thanks for being here. And I know we all have a lot of crap that we have to do with our day, but if you only have 1 minute to watch this review, I made phone. So, if you literally only have 1 minute and you want to know my thoughts on the Atari Jaguar, go to this time and you can watch my 1 minute review and let me know what you think about it in the comments, if it was ridiculous or if you really appreciated it. Back to the video! Freeze frame. Why would I freeze frame? I don't freaking... More time to waste. The Atari Jaguar was, shocker I know, made by Atari in 1993. And it was the first console to be 64-bit, making it the most impressive, most graphically intense system of all time. Right? I mean, you do the math.
You believe your system is the most advanced in the universe. Let's review the numbers. Sega Genesis is 16 bits. 3DO is 32 bits. The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits. Which is more advanced? Which is more advanced? Jaguar!
Alright, let's check out a couple of these games and see if they actually live up to the 64-bit name or just don't. I mean, won't be hard to find out. First up, I played Super Burnout. No, it's definitely not a 64-bit looking game, but it really also doesn't look bad for being a racing game in 1993. The controls start off a little wackadoo, but it takes a good couple of races for you to get a hold of, and no matter if I won or lost, the game just kept moving on into the next race. So really, it's not too bad. It's not as good as, say, Road Rash, but it's fun. Alien vs. Predator. Oh, shit! Was this the amazing arcade game that finally got a port to home system? Nope. That's not that at all. It's just a Doom clone, but it's a bit slower. And by a bit slower, I mean slow as balls. The alien is the fastest of the 3 characters that you can play as, but it's hard to hit anything. I think with practice, the alien could be a pretty interesting character. The Marine is actually really fun. He is, of course, the most Doom-like of all 3 characters. You can find new weapons and switch out which weapon you have equipped on the number pad. I think I played as the Marine the longest due to how fun it was. And the Predator? Dear gods of the unholy yellow blur, it is so hard to see what is going on. I couldn't play for more than 10 minutes without getting a headache. Skip playing as the Predator, for real, it sucked. .05. This game is a space shooter, but not like any other space shooter I've played before, because it's not a horizontal shooter, it's not a vertical shooter, and it's not like Star Fox. You can shoot in literally any direction, and enemies come at you from freaking everywhere. It is hard as hell, but I really enjoyed playing it, even though I never made it past the first level. It's crazy weird, but it's also crazy fun.
Game over.
Time to go from freaking wacky to... yeah, what the hell else could this have been? Checkered Flag. This remake of the Atari Lynx game is a racing game that tries to copy the look and feel of the Sega Genesis classic, Virtua Racing. By that, I mean it's a simple polygonal racer, but where you would normally turn in Virtua Racing, you lose control and slam into whatever is around. That's not much more than this. I do like the fact that when you change the weather in the settings, there's a USA satellite. It's just the right amount of crazy conspiracy with a shitty racing game. Alright, I'm going to take a break from playing games that I've never played before, and I'm going to play something that I already know and love. And yes, it is the holy grail of shooters, Doom. Oh, it just smells like such goodness. Oh my god, I love it so much. Ugh. Doom. Not only a good game, one of the best games ever made. So of course, I had to play it on the Jaguar. And for being a console port, it's not bad. I mean, it's fun, but that's because it's Doom. The controls are way too touchy. It makes it hard to aim at one demon at a time. And, wait a sec, where's the music? There are 3 reasons why Doom is so loved even to this day. Gameplay, level design, and music. And the Jaguar port left out the music. Freaking dicks. It is really nice though that you can change weapons easily with the touchpad, just like on the PC version. But to all of you that freaking lied to my face and said this is the best console port of Doom, are you kidding? Were you freaking high? I mean, it's got some good things about it, but
The slowdown is...
and really, if you're looking for the best port of Doom, just get it on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's a little bit more pricey, but you have it on the go, and it has music, and it controls like a freaking angel. Iron Soldier is a mech shooter, and it's decently fun. Each mission has a varying objective ranging from destroying buildings to getting to boats and blowing them up before they can take off. The controls are easy enough to use, but the mechs that you're in control of are slower than a baby that hasn't learned how to crawl yet. Beyond that, this is a fun game that pushes the player to keep progressing and upgrading your mech so that you can have more fun with the more powerful machine. Evolution Dino Dudes. It's a puzzle game that is a lot like Lemmings at first glance, but you have to take control of each caveman one at a time and have to figure out how to get all of them to the end. As you progress, you get new tools, like a spear that you can use to jump, and then you can throw it to get it to the other cavemen, making it so they can also reach the end of the level. The premise is simple. The controls, also simple. And really, this is just a fun puzzle game. And last up, we have the most well-known exclusive Jaguar game, Tempest 2000! Tempest 2000. Yeah, it's Tempest, but crank it up to 2000! The graphics are way better. The music is actually freaking awesome, and you can play 2-player against each other. It is really fun, and the single player never got old. There are tons of upgrades, the controls are tight, and really, if you have a Jaguar and only one game to go with it, I would dare say that it needs to be Tempest 2000. Now that we've played a pretty good handful of games, the thing that shocked me most about the Jaguar is actually the controller. I mean, yeah, it looks like a Genesis controller had sexy time with the phone, and the plastic that it's made of, oh, it sounds like it's about ready to break apart. But you know what? After playing the Jaguar for hours, I found this controller to be shockingly comfortable. And yeah, the number pad is bizarre, and it's kind of hard to get used to, but after a couple hours I didn't really find myself having to look down as much as I thought. So, the Atari Jaguar controller is still ugly as sin, but I like its little quirks, and for being a controller that's comfortable and functions well, I mean, that's all you really need from a controller. I'm not gonna complain. So, yeah, the Atari Jaguar is one weird console. And no, it is definitely not what a 64-bit machine should be. But you know what? I actually had a lot of fun playing with this thing. And if you're just looking to add an outlandish console to your collection, the Atari Jaguar is actually a pretty fun and wacky place to start.
Hold on to your butts.
Atari Jaguar, gruff! Or is it awesome? Super Burnout, not great. Road Rash, better. Alien vs. Predator, not arcade port, slow ass Doom. Marine, fun. Alien, fun. Predator, 05, crazy shooter, hard as hell, no direction, fun. Checkered flag, no! Virtual racing, yeah! Doom. Slow with no music, what the f***? Smaller, better. Iron Soldier. Mechs. Fun. Slow. 64-bit means slow in 1993? Evolution Dino Dudes. Lemmings with control. Tools. Surprisingly fun. Tempest 2000. Great music, upgrades, graphics. Must own. Yeah! Stupid. Comfortable.
I like it.
Not a hidden gem, but fun wacky system. You have money, you buy this. Thanks again for watching another sad video, and hopefully you enjoyed this one because I had a lot of fun making it. And thanks again to Level 7 Games for letting me borrow some of your amazing video games. And if you guys want to go check out the Jaguar, I'm pretty sure it's at the Kipling store still with a working Atari CD. So if you're looking to add it to your collection, hit up Level 7 Games. They have all sorts of kick-ass stuff. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.